So no SWAT llama.
No, I guess he had work, so we won't get to see what I wanted to see, which was Frosty versus SWAT. Frosty played a few games actually to get in shape for this.
Oh,
He played a few
against
with,
him or
well, he played
you
one
and just
night with
mastered?
me where he just
Mm.
destroyed me constantly all night. And then the next time we played, I did better, but we only had time for like 3 games, and that was it. But I think he played a few with Master as well, so. But we're talking about Frosty. This is not a Frosty game. This is Manu versus Furry. So you'd have to think Manu. Well, you really don't have to think anything, but I think Manu has more FFA practice. Um, but Furry has the aim advantage. So far, Manu looks pretty confident on this map. He's lurking around the green armor trying to bait Furry into coming there, and Furry does, and that allows Manu to kill him and then take the armor. Health boost, yellow armor split. Looks like Furry is going to overcommit to yellow. Fatal error, and now Manu will get both, and then he will take the quad. Nice rocket there. And he's even
And now
able
he
to
gets
kill.
Hades.
Yeah.
And this is basically classic Hades. If something like this happens, you just roll them.
You do indeed. We'll see whether Furry can get out of his way, because that is the move when you are doing classic Hades and the other person is doing it to you. That or stand in front of the teledesk and hold your shotgun out. Neither thing works for the random Furry here, and he is getting rushed down by Manu. If Manu gets this next health boost, I might switch games. Comeback's always possible, but it doesn't really look like Furry is equipped to make it so far. He did manage to get onto the green while Manu was collecting other things, but now Manu has pretty much everything he could possibly ask for. And he's gonna face another split here. Okay, Furry's doing a zillion damage. So, alright, I will not have to switch servers. And there's gonna be no clear advantage. I mean, I take Furry's stack here. Let's watch him. Yeah, he's crippled Manu at this point, so Furry should be able to get onto the squad. Perfect timing on that jump. Pretty great stuff. And now he will use this to secure the next yellow armor. No, he's going to rush for the kill. That's a mistake. Where does Manu spawn? Furry gets there just in time. Okay, I was a little worried. So the next YA will be around 54 or something. Wasn't quite paying attention. And let's see, Manu lurking around green. Furry should know to go there. He does. He's, yeah, perfectly executed. Also smart to go there, expecting Manu from the MG attack side, and now he'll go down to yellow. Perfect. Takes a nice peek rifle from Manu. Manu will look for another one. Furry expects it. Easy money. Cheeky rifle angle there from Manu, but he misses it.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Have to run after he missed the first one.
Great shotgun and easy quad. So Furry's already almost made the entire comeback.
Oh, well, he does know about this quad. Okay. Yeah, so that turned around quite quickly.
They've traded a couple minutes each with just complete full control. There has not been much up in the air so far.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
And we'll see now whether Furry can get the double stack. Manu Manu's... I'm surprised Furry let it happen, but that was smart from Manu to realize the importance of not letting Furry get the double health boost stack, because that could have been fatal to his chances. Now Furry's camping out the rock. I liked the angle he was taking, but now he's actually just going to aggressively rush down Manu. And it looks like he's managed to trap Manu on a very poor amount of weapons. And that's going to secure him this kill. Yes. Now, I would spam quad from below here. That's exactly what he's doing. And it works perfectly.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Well, they just walked right past each other. But eventually they notice, and now,
Health boost.
unfortunately for Manu, Furry is going to get that double health boost. Manu's traded YA for it, but I like Furry's choice there to get onto the 200 stack. If he can then get a kill on Manu and take the next YA, he'll be in fierce position. But first, there will be other priorities, and he's set up nicely for those. Ooh, poor weapon choice is gonna lose him everything.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
And now the quad comes up. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Furry just, A, poor weapon choice, and B, I didn't want him to commit to that yellow. I wanted him to stay upper for quad, which would coming right after yellow.
Yeah, we actually got a good game. That's the first game.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Yeah, well chosen game, it seems. Nice find there for Manu.
Health boost.
And Manu quickly onto the health boost plus yellow. Ooh.
Now he almost throws it away again.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage, and it looks like... Okay, that was cute. Bonkers fight there. Manu somehow lives with Furry spamming rockets
Crazy.
directly at him, not even shooting him back, just dodging the rockets with weapon jumps. Sauerbraten, ladies and gentlemen.
Underrated aspect to use weapon jumps, because that usually just hella throws people off. That you, just the fact that you do it.
Quad damage in 10
Indeed.
And
seconds.
he just died, taking all of the MG.
He did indeed show up late for YA and get completely melted.
Boost in 10
And now
seconds.
Furry 6290, 2 rifles would kill. If I'm Manu, I do look for some damage here. I think it's possible
Health boost.
to kill him on this quad, but now it is not because Manu has backed off. That's
Now they're
fine.
just trading it back and forth.
Although I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I might have rushed for the kill there, and that might have been a mistake. Manu rather is content to play it patient. He's let Furry get everything, but he hasn't given him the kill. And he has a 1 frag lead, but I think the 1 frag lead is essentially meaningless here. And yeah, that was careless of Manu to go through there. He's going to get 1 decent rocket, and that is it.
Well, there's no chance for him to get yellow.
No, but he'll have timing on it, 35. Nice rifle, but again, getting caught with the wrong... Well, not again, that happened to Furry notably before, but getting caught with the wrong weapon out there is
Health
Manu.
boost in 10
Hits the rifle at
seconds.
least,
Quad
but
damage in 10 seconds.
this...
Yeah.
At least there's a
and after that,
split.
right.
If I'm Manu, I want to... No, he's contesting quad. Yeah, go to health boost, go to health boost, go to health boost. Yeah, that's game.
Health boost.
He's not. Does he think it's already taken? I guess. Or now he's just trying to
No,
figure out
what
the
Manu needed to do there was go for health boost and spam quad, because Furry was going to have to prioritize quad. Well, he could have fought Manu on health boost, but Manu needed to force him to do that. He needed to force him to let him have one of the 2 items, and if Furry could be forced to let him have one of the 2 items, Furry would choose quad. That would allow Manu to get some damage on quad and stop Furry from getting to 200-200. It was his only play. If Furry had tried to fight him on health boost, then he could have tried to back off and take quad. So the fact that he tried to contest quad in a hopeless situation was a losing play, and that ended the game.
Health
I really
boost in
love to
10
see
seconds.
the less one-sided Hades games though, because I feel like that rarely happens.
It just depends on the quality of the players. I think with 2 really good players, what you often see on Hades is basically each player has 5 minutes in control, and at the end the score ends up being really close. Here was pretty back and forth though, as you say.
Yeah, so this is closer than the score might suggest. But yeah, it only got decided in like the last 2 minutes.
Yes. And you see that Manu did end up getting the kill to reset control far too late. when you consider that, really, I think he just needed to play that health boost quad split differently, and that wasn't back into the game. So up 1 goes Furry, who I believe picked that as well. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so now it's Manu's turn to pick.
Chat, please let me know how my levels are. They're never as good as I think they are. I've been trying to get Elisa's voice where I can both hear her over the game, but also she's not drowning me out on stream. So it's always a tough balance.
Yeah, sometimes in big fights I feel like I should turn the game sound down, but most of the times it's actually fine.
I think maybe I should turn the gain on my compressor up here.
Oh, baby, let's go.
Oh, I don't have the game pulled up. Well, let's see. Headroom, yeah, fun.
I love this map. It's so great.
Shoutouts to Headroom. Alright, I've turned the stream is a bit quiet
that's
overall. Okay.
very dangerous to stand there when he's on the rockets. But nothing happened.
And I don't know what's going on there. Oh, it was intentional, but he's dead.
That is basically the classic move to drop down there. I don't know, have you played this?
Yeah, I've played it a
Probably.
couple times.
Oh,
Wow.
that's sick. That's great. But
Yeah,
he did get the yellow.
the one nade to rule them all. Well, no, Mana will take that trade any day of the week. So 0-0 after 2 kills. Crap, I'm dead. Bread man. Dead bread. Oh my god, I don't know how to. Your name is too long, but I can't think of a good way to abbreviate that isn't just crap.
Sid.
Yeah, right. That's what I type sometimes, but it feels weird. Like that's too. I don't know. Wow, nice for Manu there to fight through that spam, and he'll be getting the quad unless he blows this, which he looks like he's considering blowing it.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Ooh,
Oh
nice
shit,
pistol.
he hit the, wait, I feel like he might have suicided there.
Ooh.
Even if he didn't hit that. And that was sick.
Yeah, Manu actually on fire. Kills him before green. Nice plays. Yeah, okay, we'll go with Sid then. But anyway, are the levels balanced even though it's quiet?
Because you can always turn it up, and I feel like the most of the time on Twitch I always have to turn stuff down.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, I should try to get the levels. I need to. I'm just the priority is having them balanced, but then the second priority is to make them louder. I definitely would like to make them louder.
Boost in 10 seconds.
My voice compared to game sound is good, and then Elisa is quiet. Okay. Read on the. I don't know.
Oh my god, he fell off again. He mistimed the rocket, but
Health
Harry
boost.
just jumped off.
I believe all the games might be best of 3 because it's a small tournament, but there's no way this works anymore. Don't worry, folks. We've got Elisa paying attention to the game while I exclusively read chat.
As long as the game is still on the screen.
Okay, I've turned Elisa up some more here.
So he did give the green, but now he grabbed the yellow because he still had quad. And what do you notice? It's sometimes it can be really hard to find each other on the map.
Yeah, for such a small map, it is weird how often you just don't know where the opponent is, even though you feel like you should.
So you can just plant yourself on yellow if you really want to find them, but that way you're also just really out there.
Yellow Armored Chicken is the name of the game, and they are playing it. Furry decides to jump on it, and it works great for him. I actually... Oh, just catches that nade. He should have survived there. That's really unfortunate. But I was
making
gonna...
Volmish proud in this one.
I was gonna say, I liked... Well, anyway, it's onto the quad, and now Manu has the weapons and the position. Furry, this is perfect from Furry. Exactly what you need to do on this map to avoid getting baited is affirmatively find your opponent in the baiting spot. So Furry catching on, and he's earned quad because of it with some stack. Able to get the kill on that yellow, but I think he would have done better to actually...
Oh, fuck!
Yeah, unfortunate. But I think Furry could have secured yellow for himself there. He should have been able to find Manu and kill it rather than letting him get onto it. And then he would have had yellow and he wouldn't have had to die trying to take green.
What I noticed when playing this map a bunch, like on the bottom and the middle layer, you always want to like look up and down.
Hmm.
Because there's these grates that you can see through.
But you can get a stiff neck doing that, and health is all important, so I wouldn't want to sacrifice my Ogro's ergonomics.
I don't think that takes away from your health
Damage
points in the
10
game,
seconds.
just moving your mouse up.
But it really should. That would definitely make things more interesting.
Yeah, then you can invent the chiropractor class as well.
It should just lower your max health slowly over the course of the game. Hilarious interaction there. Both players die. But Furry will be satisfied with that, as he was on the disadvantage, I believe. But he's let Manu get yellow for free. Next yellow around 34. And let's see if Manu can like exercise anything resembling control here. He's camping the green armor. Kind of don't like that because...
Did get it, but killed him off of it.
Yeah, well, he killed... Yes, he was able to get the kill, but he was standing right on it, so he took a lot of damage doing it, and that's what I didn't like. Rather bait the exit, or bait from above, or just look for Furry's path, rather than standing right next to the item. But it might be okay. Okay, now it is not okay.
I just think it's really difficult to camp that green armor effectively.
Yeah, no.
Unless you have a hard read on where they are, then you can take a little more distance, but otherwise you're just... there's not a great spot there.
Yeah, well, you definitely have to camp
Damage in 10
smarter.
seconds.
So I agree, essentially. And destroyed. Completely destroyed. Manu is there.
But currently,
Furry.
just all these shenanigans going on, Manu's still
Health boost in
kind of
10
chilling on this
seconds.
lead that he got from the start by, yeah, just knocking him off a couple times.
Well, he's down. Wow, okay. Well,
He didn't really have to rifle there at all.
the
And
lead
I feel like the,
is going away.
yeah, the rifle recoil was actually what killed him there.
Yes. Something like that.
And I'm pretty sure a pistol shot would have just been enough.
Furry just self-destructs there for absolutely no reason, and that might win Manu the game. We'll see. Manu is going to take a gigantic shotgun, so forget what I said. Ultimately, it comes to nothing other than a lost frag. Manu should
Manu
die
has
here.
9 frags and 16 deaths.
Classic headroom scoreline.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
So Furry's gotten the kill, but he is crippled for this quad. Also, there should be, I think, a split. I don't know. I lost
Boost
track of
in 10
yellow.
seconds.
And Furry's going to die on the bait spot. Oh, but big shotgun. 2 big shotguns.
He got.
Love to see it
Damn.
as a Furry fan. That sounds a little more like something other than saying you're a fan of the player. Not that there's anything wrong with being a Furry fan. Sidetracked, it's 11-10 and Furry has taken the lead. He takes a risky path, but then basically baits Manu into going out on the platform where he dies easily. So, kind of a hilarious fight. Manu's gotten green, so only a 50 stack advantage plus the yellow armor properties on Furry, and he's just going to furiously look to bait Manu. Manu comes up and surprises him. Still, a good fight for Furry to win here eventually, and he does so, and there's yellow. So next yellow, 35, and Furry is looking to put this series away and move on in the bracket. He's got 2 minutes here. Let's see if he can not fall off the map and actually maintain some control. He's doing the thing that Manu did of trying to bait the green armor directly on it, but that's fine because even if Manu takes green, Furry has bought enough time that he should be able to camp him on whichever item he takes. Oh, that rifle was really dumb. But it
But why does
works.
Manu
No, he
go for the
falls.
rifle?
Oh my
No.
god. Okay.
Oh my Jesus.
It's fine. It's literally fine. Everything is fine for Furry. All of that might as well not have happened. Because we're literally back to the exact same position except Furry got the quad. But I liked what Furry was doing. He knew that he had to bait from upper. He could not afford to. Oh my god, this fight right now.
Holy
This is
shit, he
the
hit
rocket.
2 mid-air rockets.
The
What?
fucking rockets, dude. Holy shit. Manu's on fire, but it might be too little at the wrong time. Anyway, as I was saying, Furry playing from the right spot, but Manu was able to kill him anyway because of the ill-advised rifle timing. But like I said, did not matter at all. Furry looking the wrong way, but Furry's shotguns are carrying him through. What did I say about Furry being one of the best aimers in the community? I know what I said. I said that he's one of the best aimers in the community. And as a result, he's getting these clutch shotguns on Manu, and he's got a 7 frag lead with 43 seconds to go. That is insurmountable. And yes. Nico, if you're referring back to that rifle where we tried to say the rifle recoil pushed him off, who knows, man? Yeah, probably both.
Oh.
Yes. Nade sandwich for Manu. He can take that as a to-go lunch to eat while he cries himself to his next match. The lead he was able to build on this map was not foolproof to keep. Poor word choices. And as a result, Furry will move on. Looking really good, by the way. Furry clearly knows what he's doing, aiming exactly as I predicted he would, and a strong performance will send him to the next round, where he will face, I don't know. I don't know what happened in any of the other games. We had...
Same. We were too enthralled by the first round here.
We chose a good match and did not budge from it. So yeah, I guess we'll do... See if any of the other games are ongoing, first of all.
Or should I report this? Should I just add Frosty?
Okay, it looks like Tenchi destroyed Avior on Purgatory here, and that was the only other series I expected to be close. So unless Avior won game 1, it looks like we'll probably be moving on to round 2 in fairly efficient order.
I'll boost in 10 seconds. Health boost. Quad damage in 10 seconds.
So I don't know if Frosty Wollmilch is over.
It was over before it began.
I mean, yes, but you know, if the round is over.
Yeah, the bracket shows a reporting of Frosty 31-16 and Frosty 34-16. So very consistent from those two players. Good showing in that
Right, so he
respect.
literally just uploaded it because I refreshed the page like a minute ago. And I
Yeah.
wasn't there yet.
Well, I loaded it at the perfect time to make you sound clueless. My specialty.
Health boost in 10
And yes, a
seconds.
bunch of 2-0s to begin with. Except that Furry versus Manu was a deceptively close 2-0.
Was it 17 to 10 at the end? Because
It's reported as 18-10, which sounds right to me. These should all be on Sour
right,
Tracker.
it's already reported. Yeah, I just checked Soundtrack and didn't see that game there, but I guess they already did it.
Damage in 10
Well, anyway,
seconds.
we've got a choice to make here. We want to choose between Master versus Tenchi, which, depending on the map, could be really good, or Frosty versus Furry, which, depending on a lot of
Upset's
things.
gonna happen?
Yeah,
Sure.
I think that Master and Frosty, respectively, will take these, but I think that any individual game could end up being close. I really don't know, which is why I think I'll probably just try to go between the games. But where are we gonna start? I think I'll take the fan vote and my caster's vote on
Health
this. Do
boost
we
in
want to
10
see
seconds.
Frosty?
Furry? Okay, we want to see Frosty, according to this caster. What about the rest of you fine 2 or 3 people watching?
Alright, they are playing Conflict now on the first server.
Alright, I'm there. Figuratively, and now I'm there literally.
Literally.
They're playing it very slowly, though, and it looks a lot like Hashi. Perhaps you just meant, oh, there's the OK HF. And let's see what these players
Let's give
have.
him the master too. There you go.
I know Frosty doesn't have a lot of experience on Conflict, but he picked it up very quickly. Completely destroyed me here. And so I think he'll be fine. Opening rocket fight goes to Frosty. And even further, rocket nade rifle.
Oof.
Sort of a sick combo, actually. And yeah. Quick 2-0 lead for the Frostman. Another sick
Oh, he's
combo.
still mutual stat.
Yeah, Frosty looking really good, which he tends to do. One of the best players this game has ever seen. And
I love how they both just took that ego pistol fight, not backing off.
yes, well, Furry's able to get the yellow and immediately die. So Frosty has not taken a single armor, and yet he is winning 4-2.
What's it?
Health
What
boost in
just
10
happened?
seconds.
I don't know, he looked like his mouse died or something, but he looks fine now. It's just that he's lost all in on this items. He should be able to manage the split, which he does do correctly, so he'll have health boost, rockets, and green, and position. And it looks like he's going to be able to make that enough. No, Furry, they're mutual. Furry will
That is another mutual. That's fine.
probably take that. If he'd been a little quicker, he could have potentially just killed Frosty.
And these are just landing. Holy shit.
Yeah, this is great for Furry, though, as long as he doesn't get too out of position. No, Frosty's been able to stack up a bit, but no, yeah, 5 health.
Oh,
Yeah, no, Furry... Furry should have been able to do that a little more cleanly than he did, but if he can get onto health, all will be forgiven. Onto some health. Onto some more health. Big rocket, though, predictably moving towards that nade spot. Frosty catches him out. But again, more health, all on the way to being forgiven. Frosty, no green, and dies to a crazy spam nade. Yeah, exactly.
and I'm just impressed by everything
Health
going on in
boost.
this game so far.
Yeah, both players look like they have a pretty good plan, and Furry is bullying Frosty off these item positions
Quad damage
fairly
in 10
well, and now
seconds.
he'll be stacked as fuck for quad. Frosty's got nothing, and he's dead. Oh, but... Well, he can get back up. No, he screws it
Oh.
up. You kind of hate to see it. Furry was playing so well until he just made an arbitrary mistake there. And he's going to be forced to... Oh, but Frosty waits for him. But Furry can't get there in time. Wait,
Full
no!
advantage of the fact that Furry dropped the spaghetti there, and he can't clean up the kill on him. He
Cannot
just can't.
Bullet. Oh
Wow.
my god. A bunch of absolute nonsense exchanges there lead to a complete reset of everything,
Finally.
including the
In 10
score.
seconds.
I could not form one thought in time for it to be disproven by a new thought, which would then be disproven by the next thought, until finally things resolved with Frosty camping YA and Furry having health boost plus MG and being late. So Furry is just late there, and that's going to cost him a lot. Frosty trying to stay at shotgun range because that is all he has. He's able to do it, but he takes all the damage, so no one is going to come out of that with anything to speak of. Frosty gets to green.
Just consistently have that green for him.
True,
Quad damage in
yes.
10 seconds.
Great aim from Furry is able to cripple Frosty, and Furry will take health with stack if he can get to green, which should be up.
Oh,
He doesn't go for it.
he doesn't even think of
Health
Frosty
boost in
going
10
for it.
seconds.
Okay, he's
just
found him
completely
accidentally.
unaware of the green.
Yeah, but he accidentally does catch his eye onto Frosty, so... Well, so nothing, because they end up mutually. So it's still 12-12 after 4 minutes gone.
Furry's doing so well to just keep up here and do like amazing stuff, and he just still can't pull away with any lead.
Both players are fighting extremely well. Not that much damage there, though, so Frosty finally with a chance to, like, do something here. He's got overstack, and he's got 140 YA. And he's camped Furry out of green. So this is a fantastic position. Gives up the position there. Furry already took that MG, or he took some.
I just feel like Furry never even considered the GA for like a single second this game, so
Quad
that
damage
is-
in 10 seconds.
they just mutual each other again, but Frosty does get on the yellow first.
Yeah, that was tense, because now it's going to determine quad.
Health
Yeah, okay, now Frosty has a chance to pull away.
He does have a chance. Furry goes for the pistol strats. If Frosty had not gotten onto that health, a few pistols would have been enough. Nice find.
Yeah, it's also hard to know every single teledest on this.
Another nice find. Catches him before he can get onto the green, and now Frosty can work his way back to yellow. Good nade jump there. I like his thought process, and he's there in time. Next one at 11.
He's gotta be traumatized by now. The one single time he tries to go for GA, he just gets quad damage.
Bro,
killed
that damage from
immediately.
Furry was crazy, though. So Frosty already crippled again. He can refresh his overstack, but he's not going to be able to get to green. At least
He just hits all of those. Wow.
he has banked a few kills, though. He's up to a 10 frag lead. That's nothing. That was a crazy
That
rifle.
And he just gets away with it. If he can just get a little HP, he's just wow. Okay, good enough.
Damage in 10 seconds.
Oh, that's a sad miss.
Well, he was probably dead anyway, even if the nade jump had gone through. But now he's doing all this MG damage.
Health boost.
Will he go straight for quad? He does. Furry fails another nade jump. Probably didn't matter. Might have mattered. He might have been able to sneak it. So Frosty... Yeah, Frosty's going to take
Health boost.
a lot of things right now. Grab yellow, green. Grab rockets. Stay out of... No, just go to yellow. Unless I've lost track of the timing, it should be up. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. They're just full on brawling over it.
Yeah,
Frosty
Frosty's...
pulls through, but not. Nope, he just dies on
His
it.
positioning and the nade jump fails cost him dearly, and now Furry with the armor advantage. Both players onto MG though, so it's going to be a bloodbath if they meet no matter what. Frosty, in fact, actually catches him out a bit and does a good job fighting around cover there to secure that fight cleanly, but there's not going to be any reward for him. In fact, his reward is to be crippled onto this yellow that he's early for. And Furry will take it. Next one at 30.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Quad and health boost so split that the announcer cannot make sense of it, and neither player has any health for either of them. So it looks like Frosty's going to try to take the health in order to use it onto the quad, and Furry gets absolutely nothing. Frosty played this beautifully. He's got all the time in the world here. Quad, and now yellow. Great shotgun. Frosty's about to win the game. 2 seconds, 1 second, and Frosty wins. So let's see what the other games are doing here.
Yeah, let's take a look. We got Avior against Cordes, just starting on Purgatory. That might be relatively close.
I think Offyor takes these. Let's see. Hell Adjusted is not a map that anyone's playing FFA on.
Oh, it's
And
number 4.
Master versus Tenchi has a good game going on conflict here, so I'm going to watch this. We will go back to Frosty versus Furry. That was extremely entertaining, but Frosty has sealed that one, so we will go back for map 2 in short order. Master looking actually like he's in control. The scoreline was not that out of control, but the control is 96 overstack potential and 125 yellow armor. And he's got quad, and now it's 200. And yeah, Master is in commanding control. And I think Tenchi will struggle to do the kind of crazy out of control damage that Frosty and Furry were both doing to each other. Not because Frosty's damage output isn't insane, but just because he doesn't do it in that same kind of really difficult to prevent and return way that the other two players do. So Master is sitting pretty. He's got all of the things. He could use some more rockets. Boo-hoo. Yeah, Master's got this on lock.
Damage in 10 seconds.
Really nothing to say here. I'll be shocked if Tenchi finds any kind of way back into this. He's looking to hit like one rocket on quad. Oh, he does. But it really doesn't matter. Master's got plenty of time to get back to yellow, which he's going to do.
He won't be able to turn it around anymore now that he grabs the yellow again.
Tenchi's firing off pistols too, which is not the sign of someone whose head is in the game. Oh, that was actually a sick rocket. The adjustment to Tenchi coming out of the teleport to get the rocket off right on him. I love it. No swap, but there's some good FFA players in this tourney.
Yeah.
All right, it's been a few minutes. Let's go back to Frosty versus whatever degenerate man.
Yeah, that one's over by now. 39-17.
And we'll see what Furry's pick is. Will he go back to Hades potentially? Not a terrible pick versus Frosty. Frosty does not have any weak spots as far as I can tell. But maybe Hades, if Furry feels comfortable there, would not be the worst.
Yeah, I think it's a safer bet than any of the other ones to just challenge him on the aim.
Yeah, unless he wants to just try to throw things up in the air on headroom, but I think Frosty will play a better headroom than Manu did, so I think Hades is probably the move, but Furry is taking his time to think about it.
What is the pool? Yeah, I don't see another
Sourwalk. Oh, I actually kind of like that choice.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
If he can just hit those rifles.
Yeah. I don't know his level of experience, but I do think I think Sourwalk, I don't know. This map is interesting to me. I still haven't figured out how I feel about it in terms of how it plays compared to Quake. I really feel like
Quake, so. But I really like it in Sour, so that's all I can say.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, okay, Frosty's aim is insane, but also, is he actually going to get to yellow after all of that scrapping without taking a single kill? Okay, yeah, that's actually completely insane. Frosty just banked 4 kills while he's dead, and now he dies, but he banked 4 kills, didn't take green, and still got to yellow with 100 health to take the first yellow. Like, that's nuts. Usually you get a mutual or like 0 kills and then someone takes the yellow who was able to survive the stack. But Frosty just put 4 kills in the bank and still took yellow and then just died. So it was all completely like not as good as it should have been. And now he's going to have to split health boost for yellow and green is there for him. So they will fight on pretty even stacks. Furry does get off the rifle without taking too much MG damage.
So so far he is hitting those rifles across. Not many opportunities, but those he had were hit.
He's set up well for yellow here. Frosty's going to have a hard time. Actually, no, Frosty's going to have an easy time. In fact, he's going to challenge him directly, which works.
And he just hits it all. This is crazy. And he just needed a little bit more.
No, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's going to miss every shotgun. What the hell? He was fine. He's still fine. Just kill him.
I feel like, yeah, Furry is just abusing the fact that he's so low. It's like, you know, when someone's at like really low HP and the enemy's trying to clean it up, the person who's low just gains superpowers.
Yeah, sure. I mean, Frosty just whiffed 2 shotguns is what actually happened, but maybe because Furry gained superpowers is why he missed 2 shotguns. But anyway, Furry has complete control here, and again, his aim looks fantastic. This guy, seriously. All right, now Frosty hits the shotgun,
Holy fuck.
Furry is completely crippled, but he's banked a nice number of kills here. He's even going to challenge for green. No, he's not, and now he should lose. No, but Frosty, that was dumb. Frosty really dumbly going onto that rocket, and also onto that one. Furry's still alive. He's still got overstack.
Oh, he missed a jump.
Furry's movement has let him down in this series so far.
Cannibal moment.
Shoutouts to
Pretty comparable, actually.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Dragonfucker sighting. We'll just go ahead and put that away where it belongs. But yes, Frosty has not been able to actually do anything about Furry's damage output so far, and does take rifles there that will cripple him onto this yellow. Can he survive the shotgun blasts? Somehow, yes, but it won't do much for him in terms of control. He's just going to be able to take the yellow and die. So, yeah, I don't like how Frosty's been playing this so far, and the score reflects it. He's moving around far too much. He is not able to lock down any of the positions that you need to lock down in this map to really
I feel
control
like
your
there
opponent.
wasn't a lot of ways, like, I mean, I feel like he tried a lot of things, but he was unable to find a footing and just didn't really get to play yet.
He's just being too aggressive. And, okay, this is a fantastic situation for him. So, I want to see him actually lock Furry out of items here.
He didn't take a lot of damage in that fight.
Okay, so don't go in here. Like, just keep your distance. All Furry can do is get MG. And perfect. He baits the MG. Okay, so you go down to this position here. Good. Good rifle. Perfect.
Oh.
Perfect. Okay, that sucks.
Ah.
That was a bullshit spawn. Frosty finally did something right, and then you got bullshit spawned upon. But it's fine. He can still salvage the situation. He's not really going to salvage the situation. That's fine, though. He should still take heart that he played that the right way, and he's come out of it with at least the chance to get back to where he was. He didn't give up control to Furry. So Furry's on no weapons. If Frosty knows that, now Furry has rockets, but rockets are not going to get him in here, and he's already used most of them. So Frosty doing the right thing here, just zoning Furry out. Furry's got a rifle. He might move over to try to get a peek rifle. No, he's just going to settle for green. So now Furry has no in, but he has the rifle to do chip damage. I like what Furry's doing here. Frosty's going to just rush in.
If there was a time to rush even more, that was now, but he didn't go for it.
No,
Or
I
he
actually...
just intentionally leaves him.
I think what he did was fine, but he needed to then not be clueless as to where Furry was. Okay, this is fine. There's going to be a split, which should... No, they're going to fight for the same item, but that's okay. Furry will get health boost off the spawn. Frosty mistiming yellow armor here has cost him a lot of momentum.
Oh, wow. Oh. He loses the health boost and he might lose his life here.
Yeah, Furry's just doing an excellent job of predicting where Frosty is.
Holy shit, those 4 in a row. That's...
Yeah, because Frosty is not doing a good job. Frosty needs to be way more patient on these positions. He's running into Furry and it's not working.
Yeah, I feel like he's trying to brute force it for some reason and he just gets beaten up for it.
It's less that he's trying to brute force it in terms of fights necessarily. He's just being impatient onto items and positions. So he's got full everything here. He needs rifle, though. You cannot exercise control on this map properly without rifle.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Yeah, Frosty has nowhere near the weapons he needs. All right, this should be enough to fight Furry off and then do damage
Health
on yellow.
boost.
He can actually just push his advantage. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now
Yeah.
I want to see him zone Furry out. Furry's managed to get rifle, which is bad for Frosty. Now would be a time. No, Furry's got rockets. Okay, yeah, Frosty should just be careful here.
Scrappy, but it worked, but
It did
that
not
wasn't the right play. No, it...
He was in a tough position, but he needs to be more patient.
It's like it could have worked, but even then, if it did, it wasn't great. And
Rifle
then, of
and
course,
shoot.
It didn't work.
He had time to get the
doesn't even
rifle and
work.
kill Furry jumping onto the yellow or off the yellow there.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
He's so stubborn, but he shuts him down.
Health boost.
That's a good grenade. But not enough.
Nice from Furry here. But he's crippled. Yeah, there's a nice rocket. Frosty can still absolutely win this game. I think in practice Frosty won every game on this map versus me, but I just felt like he wasn't playing it the right way, and eventually I was going to beat him. And I feel like Crap I'm Dead is just doing way more damage than I did, and it's making the difference because Frosty cannot push into Crap I'm Dead without being punished.
When did he turn into Crap I'm Dead?
That's a great question. Probably never. Probably he's still probably very degenerate. I think probably because I don't know, maybe they're just the same person in my head. Who knows what goes on in there? I don't. Anyway, Frosty has 5 frags to make up in a minute and a half, and he has no control of any kind. Furry, terrible shotgun rush, but that's okay as long as he's patient. He doesn't need it. Yeah, now see, that's what Frosty should have been doing the whole game, but now it's sort of potentially too late. But it's not. No, it's not too late. He can still do this. Where is he gonna find a clean fight?
There.
Yes, there. So where now? Smell out Furry. Furry's gotten rockets and rifle.
He could potentially run for
No
a minute,
patience.
but yeah. And this is what he might just end up doing.
If SWAT Llama's watching, shout outs to Cooler versus Cypher.
Whatever that means.
It's an arrow walk
Health
game
boost in
where
10 seconds.
never mind. It's a famous arrow walk game that has
Right.
to do with how you want to play when you want to hide on this map that shouldn't be hideable. But it's different in Sour. In Sour, it's so easy to get the weapons and 4 frags. If Furry really fucks up here, maybe.
I don't think he, like, as if he just runs. He's good.
Yeah, that
Really, just
yellow will
fucking-
do it, and Furry's gonna
Fuck
win.
it. Or just have that happen.
Crap Undead was in fact still watching, so he got the full dose of confusion from the name mixed up in my brain there. That's pretty good. Glad.
Oh, we got a game 3.
Yeah, no, sick. I didn't watch Furry that much. I don't know why. I did watch him, but I kept focusing back on Frosty just because I felt like, I don't know. Actually, it was probably just caster bias. I don't know. Frosty just needs. I said it all during the match.
Yeah, I think Frosty should try to veto away Hades here now. And then I think he has a decent chance at any map.
I think he can win every single map in the pool. I would maybe try to stick Furry on Purgatory.
He has made the map advantage.
It also just plays well to Frosty's strengths. Furry's movement isn't as good. That quad is tricky
He
to get
vetoes
to.
Hades?
Oh, I have chat muted because of Fragmentfucker.
That just confuses the casters. And our made up.
I think Frosty should. Well, I would veto Talks. Yeah, so veto Headroom and then veto Talks next and try to play either Corruption or Purgatory, in my opinion.
Corruption also potentially a good map for Furry.
Maybe, but I like it for Frosty. Right on, Galvin. Galvin. What a weird throwaway choice. Maybe that means something that I don't know, probably.
Go livin'.
Go
maybe.
livin'.
Who knows?
Yeah, no, Frosty played the whole map really badly. I was disappointed. I don't know how I keep losing to people who are worse at arrow walk than me. I
Maybe because you
I
never
love when
played.
people say shit like that, by the way. I fucking love when people say like, yeah, you know, I lost like 10 times, but I'm better than the other person. Always cracks me up. It's like kind of a shitty thing to say, but I think it's hilarious. I don't even care when people say that. Oh, I see, SWAT. Anyway, but yeah, I still feel like I don't know why I keep losing to people who don't seem to play arrow walk the right way, but I still feel like
You're
Frosty.
rusty and you never play, and you're not trying to do anything about it.
Right. Well, anyway, point is, we're on Corruption now, and I think Frosty does know how to play Corruption, and he probably knows how to play it better than me. This is one of my worst maps, so I will not be, probably critiquing anything Frosty does here unless he just makes obvious errors, which so far he has made none of. Stalling crap out of his rockets, perfect success, and he's delayed it nicely, so he maybe has a chance. Probably could have delayed it a bit more, but he may have a chance to get yellow and health boost both. Probably not. It just depends on whether he can bait Furry into a position where he's...
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Man, nowhere is safe from Akari trying to shit talk me about basketball. I will not be saying that thing that you're saying, Atari. I'm pretty sure Golden State was the better team, and I picked them to win. So, anyway, yeah, so Frosty... Yeah, no, Telly, no, he's going early to... Yeah, no, okay, sorry. I got distracted by Akari so severely that I got confused as to what was going on in the game. Frosty, however, did not.
It's so crazy to see how they just hit all these shots. My God.
The players are good. It's very weird, I know. Yes,
The
Furry.
standard has shifted.
Furry's rifle is amazing SWAT, absolutely. I think that the advantage that Frosty has is gameplay related, not aim related. I have a feeling Furry doesn't really know where to go on this map compared to Frosty, who has a really good understanding of where to go on this map.
He steals it away.
Yeah, he gets very unlucky there.
Health boost
If there
in
was-
10
And he-
seconds.
Yeah, if there was more fucking hit push in this game, FFA would be so much easier.
Health boost.
Read on, yeah, exactly. But yeah, with more hit push, that yellow armor on corruption would never be challenged. I honestly think if this game had more hit push on MG,
Seconds.
corruption would just be so broken, it would be unwinnable. But anyway, it's fine. Frosty just got everything back already, and he's going to take the squad, and he just needs to not take a rifle here. I love that he's not even going to give him the shot. Perfectly played.
Would that mean that you can never let you will never let anyone onto yellow armor?
Yeah, I mean, Furry, I still want to say crap every time. I don't know why. They clearly are the same person in my head. Furry lucked onto the yellow by coming up jump pad, which makes the MG really easy to hit. If MG hit pushed him backwards, he would never have any forward progress, and he wouldn't get to the yellow armor.
Right.
Which is what LG would do.
Mm.
But anyway,
Health
it's
Also,
look.
doesn't have spread, which is another thing.
Yes. Although, yes. 200, 200, 16 to 2. This is over.
Just no spread MG would make me think, and that much recoil makes me
damage in
think that
10
it would be
seconds.
absolutely broken.
Yeah, well, you could change the hit push without changing how overpowered the weapon is necessarily.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just thinking about LG right now comparing to this MG.
Yeah. It would make it broken in FFA anyway. Anyway, this game is over. I definitely called
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, anything else?
Frosty is really solid on corruption, except when he's throwing it to Lokio for no reason in 2019.
And you specifically
10
remember that?
seconds.
Never will forgive him for that. Not that there's anything wrong with Lokio. That was Frosty's tournament to win, and he threw it away. I hate him for it.
So we got Cordes and Avio playing 6-3 after 4 minutes on corruption. 5-3.
All right, I am there. I mean, this
Number
is... Yeah, it's getting to the point where not only would... Okay, all right, Cords won back control. No... Yes.
You're not on here.
No, I know. I'm watching... Cords doesn't even freaking know how to get up there.
What server are you on?
I'm still watching Frosty versus Furry. Okay, it's no longer interesting. All right. I was just waiting to see if Frosty
Quad damage
crap
in 10
things.
seconds.
I was waiting to see if Furry would have a turn in control because he almost did, but he did not. So back to Heligested. I keep going to the Heligested server. Still on the wrong server. All right, yeah, word. Cord's actually up. We're gonna watch a less brutal corruption here, probably.
Quad
This is a
damage
little
in 10
league.
seconds.
Sheesh, Eliza.
Come on. Hey, come on. Now. Look, I gotta say, I would probably lose to these guys. Because I have 3 FFA games under my belt, and they were all not on actual maps.
Okay, interesting. Quad versus health boost. No yeah, no. Wait, what? Someone kill the other person. Holy
Man.
crap.
He did it!
Yeah. Cords, that was an idiotic drop there. He should have been punished instantly. Instead, he was punished slowly. Yeah, read on. No, Lokio for sure was the original corruption god, but Frosty's gotten a lot better at it. And when the game I'm referring to. Oh no, relatable spam. Anyway, yeah, the game I'm referring to was the one where Frosty had like a 6 frag lead or something with like fucking a minute to go, and he just somehow like ran into Lokio constantly instead of staying in one place and making him find him. And I'll never forget it. Someone should do a stream for lower tier players on positioning. Yeah, maybe you. You could be that person. All right, let me get into my
Micro or macro positioning? Or both?
macro, because micro positioning, you just have to play a bunch of a fic. But yeah, let me try to get into my inner JS30 caster. Shout outs to anyone who remembers that. Which is like half the chat right now because Master read on in... Well, actually, SWAT wasn't around for JS30. Anyway, point is, nice quad run here, but he's going to have it expire at the worst time, and now he's stuck on 10 health. Interesting, by the way, Cords is winning. Kind of feel like every time I've watched him, it's looked like he should be losing. But no, he's gone on to yellow. He's 13-8. He's got everything. He's got literally everything, except for weapons. He kind of needs those, but he's getting onto them. No, careful. Yeah, exactly what I was afraid of, and...
But he doesn't even get punished for it.
No, he does.
I mean, I feel like that should have been a kill, but...
He just... Yeah, okay, terrible. But Avior's early.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Wow, that almost worked.
Avior not confident in his movement. He does this. Wow. Okay, he decides to do the difficult thing for no reason. Towards anything will kill Avior right now. Yes, yes, yes. No.
Did you not see him?
In 10 seconds.
He was
I'm gonna
under
go
him.
with he did not see him, no.
That's why you have bright models.
Alright, well, Avior now has as much control as Cords has before Cords threw it away by doing an extremely dumb teleport chase. Let's see what Avior does. He is trying to shoot MG across the map. That looks like the sort of thing my rusty ass would do. That's a rifle situation, and now Cords is just camping early on yellow. Avior does need to get over there. He's already forced Cords off, actually. So now, and then he goes through the wrong teleport? I don't know, man. Anyway, he's got plenty of time, so it's fine. Cords trying to be early there was never going to be a winning play.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
He's about to turn it around.
I would have taken rockets from below there.
Boost in 10 seconds.
I liked this okay because,
Health boost.
yeah, I had a feeling that Avior would not have the confidence to go on the health boost there. And one frag to steal it away is worth it. To keep Avior from being tanked. But yeah, 1 minute to go. He needs to win back control. Well, no, he doesn't need to win back control. He just needs to play patiently around Avior's positioning and catch him out. You should have camped the teleport. Oh, it kind of works. Alright, he's forced him off. He'll get to take the green. Misses that rifle. Probably never really had a chance, to be honest.
There's always a chance.
No, I'm in the right. Well, yeah, sure. The rifle could have just gone through the floor. You never know.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Oh, missed the rocket, but gets that one.
Health boost in
If
10
you just had some...
seconds.
I like it.
Green leg
Yes.
there. Oh.
Well played from Cords. 2020. Nice. No, misses it.
Boost.
I'm not sure if Avior wants to...
Nice!
Oh.
Why did you go? Yes. Yes. Cords is gonna win.
Avior had the chance to keep it slow and go for overtime.
Bro,
Or-
sick composure from Cords there. He missing that one rocket, he should have been punished, but against Avior, similar skill level, he wasn't going to get punished. Hit the second one, and then great patience, standing at the top of the jump pad shaft, waiting for Avior to do what he had to do, and kills him. Beautiful. You love to see it. Great play from Cords.
So what's this
Wait,
first...
Did Frosty
game-
versus Furry Degenerate ever... Oh yeah, he beat him on corruption. Right.
Right, yeah.
It was such a fucking destruction that I forgot the game
Yeah.
happened.
Only watched like 3 minutes. So then we would have... This bracket is not right.
Yo, shoutouts to Cords. That was honestly sick. That was a good game. I'm glad that Cords won that. Not because I have anything against Avior, but because I just felt like... I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to see Cords win it, because I just wanted to see him keep his composure there and pull it out at the end. Yeah, tell me what you learned about the bracket, Elisa.
I learned that it's not up to date.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Because from my point, it should be Tenchi Avior in the first round.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
looks like
think
it's going to be
that
Frosty versus
happened.
Master, assuming that Tenchi didn't make some kind of weird comeback, which I don't think he did. So Frosty versus Master is where we need to be.
If that is going down now, yeah.
Which there's no reason why it shouldn't be.
Oh yeah, they're not playing it, but they are
Okay.
here.
I'll go there. Even though I would love to watch this game. Chords versus Avior seems to be extremely entertaining.
I can keep an eye on it.
No. I gotta get to where the action is. It's already begun. And
No, they're not playing.
oh, they're not playing. Okay. Right, Crypto's not in the pool. Oh, nice one, Master. That was so funny I forgot to laugh, but actually was that funny. Wait, he should fire a nade off.
No, it'll hit yourself. I think.
Quad damage in 10
Yeah.
seconds.
He picks Hades.
Anyway, shout outs to Portal. Yeah, cool. Interesting pick.
So has Hades ever played this?
Yes.
How did it go?
I don't know. It was probably versus me. Probably went badly. Actually, I think Hades did okay versus me here once. I don't know. I don't know. I've played a few games of FFA with Hades.
Quick back and forth. Frosty on the better position for the green. There is no green.
Yeah, you're a
Oh,
little
there's
behind on the commentary. But yeah, Master's been able to take yellow and not be taking too much damage for it. But he's got no weapons. Frosty, positioning.
He hit that!
Yeah, that was actually pretty nuts.
God.
I'm not surprised that he knew Frosty was there, but I am surprised that he placed the absolute perfect chip rocket through the floor.
Health boost in
I had
10
no idea he would
seconds.
be there. Yeah, that's nasty.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Did Frosty manage to split? He did. No rockets there for him. That's crippling.
And there you see why.
Wow. No,
He
instead
just-
we
oh,
don't
that's-
see why. We just see Frosty and Master play that the weirdest way possible. And
The full
everything
composure
resets.
to just take it slow and actually hit that rifle as you go down the shaft to take the quad. That's great.
Yeah. I thought he was screwed. In my head, I'm going, there's no rockets. He's not going to have any... Oh, how does he... Wait, they both die somehow. Jesus Christ. Yeah, in my head, I'm going, he's screwed. He has no rockets to spam quad. He can't contest quad at all. Frosty said he's going, I'll just go through and hit a peak rifle, which was nice. But Master's head, he's going, I need to stand right by this teledesk, which was nonsense, honestly. So Master threw and then Frosty clutched, and now we're back to a complete reset here. Great rocket! That was a nice rocket. As a rocket connoisseur.
Unfortunately, he had nothing else to follow it up with and then missed the rifle.
Well, yeah, but the rocket was already as much as you
Yeah.
could hope for.
Quad
Punished.
damage in 10 seconds.
Punished again.
Oh!
Oh, punished hard.
He just
Oh,
ran
shotgun.
into that
Oh,
blindly.
spawned upon. Master wins the quad through a series of nonsense exchanges.
Wow.
I think Frosty's gonna get this. Yes.
You see as the
56.
score is tied up.
56, and he knows Master's up there. I kind of like the way he played that, actually. Because by spamming the rocket and missing, I don't know. I feel like that was mind games, and Master would have thought he wouldn't come through so decisively.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Oh, this is beautiful. But Frosty doesn't fall for it. Well played from Frosty to not fall for that. He's going to get a free kill as Master is forced to take health boost. And he should
Frosty
be able
is
to get up
just-
here in Camp Green.
He's just camping these spots like so far ahead, and Masters just blindly runs in there and just takes it.
That's one way of looking at it, I suppose. Anyway,
Quad damage
he's
in
let
10
Master get
seconds.
green, but the exchange is that he's managed to get every weapon imaginable, and he has enough stack to fight for this quad. So I'm fine with it, and he does a nice job of surprising Master there. And he'll get the quad. He's taking a ton of damage, but just as long as he wants to fight, yes.
Run!
He lives. He couldn't just run because Master would have had the free rifle then. He played it pretty much perfect. And yeah, I agree with rushing there. Everything's going Frosty's way. Well played on all of those situations.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Master is dangerous. He's got weapons. Frosty will know that. And Master's going to try this again. Yes, nice. Okay, but Frosty knew he had to push. He's able to win the fight. And he might even kill Master before health boost. Spam the shaft. Yep. Nice. Okay, Frosty in a great position here. Not able to hit the shotgun is Master. And Frosty should be able to starve him off weapons relatively here. Yeah, hits the rifle. Master's got a few weapons, but not enough stack to even use them. Frosty, not a comfortable lead, but a good lead. And he eats the fucking shotgun. But that's okay. Yeah, this is fine. He's preserved enough rockets. And Master's below. Master playing 4D chess. And it's not going to work. Yeah, SWAT. Yeah, I just sort of took that in stride, but that was kind of crazy. No, Frosty. Oh my god. Health, 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 health. Not armor. Alright, I don't like how he played that. He had quad. All he needed to do was back up onto health and use that to defend the position. But yeah, no. Kind of a... He got forced into a bit of a tough position, but I feel like he could have done better out of it.
I love how Frosty always just spams the drop that Master is for sure just gonna go to.
Great fighting
And
there.
it works so well.
Great fighting there from Frosty.
Is this game over?
No, this is not game over.
Necessarily.
No, this is not even close to game over.
The beauty of Hades. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Seconds.
It's still not enough because of yellow.
Well, they're just
And
taking
he
turns.
missed.
Yeah, no, they're just taking turns kicking the shit out of each other right now. Maybe someone will eventually
Health
take
boost
an
in
item.
10 seconds.
I mean,
Nice!
eventually
Holy shit,
wins.
Frosty.
Going.
He's so good at Sauerbraten. Master survives on 1 health and makes it to health boost. Oh, that's tragic. Alright, but we need something from Master here. Master needs to get back into this game. I'm on his paw. He rushes in and dies. Great stuff, Master. I don't think he's going to be getting back into this game now.
Ah, he might get onto the yellow.
Yeah, he might.
He might die for it. Wow, okay.
Lives, but on a trivial amount of stack. Frosty's already got the green position. And shotguns. So this is over. Well, it's not. It should be over.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Do you know what is happening with
Health boost
Chords
in 10
and Avior?
seconds.
Let me see. 41 to 11 on conflict.
Who is winning?
Cordis.
Wow, dude. Chords got good out of somewhere. I like it. Shoutouts to Chords.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
SWAT.
like at any stage of the game you just have a 30 frag lead, you might as well just stop playing.
Yeah, which is what I usually do in most situations. That sometimes gets people mad, but I hate playing out FFA games that are over. I sometimes just do it because the culture in Sour is different, but that's what the forfeit button should be for.
Yeah, we don't have that unfortunately. But like you know, as both sides, if you're so behind or so ahead, you might as well just stand still.
Indeed.
But people
Yeah,
also care about their sour tracker stats. Apparently.
For some reason.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Yeah, we definitely need a forfeit command. I mean, you don't even need to, like, it would just make it do ×0. Like, the functionality's
You
already
could
there.
definitely just time 0 if both agree or whatever, you know. Just end the game right then and there. But there's no documentation for that it was changed to 0 at some point. So if you could just...
Exactly.
If Sour Tracker could
Yeah.
have, like, time total, you know? Like,
Right, yes.
say... Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, though, SWAT. That's exactly what I mean. The culture in Sour is just different. But there's nothing wrong with rage quitting, and in Items Duel... It's not even rage quitting. Items Duel, forfeiting when the game is decided is just the efficient way to play for everyone involved. So...
Like, there's not much that you will learn from playing out of control when there's nothing to gain anymore. Like, there's no way to come back.
Yeah, because your opponent won't take you seriously either. Shout out to Redon, by the way. We've all
Health
had that
boost in
thought.
10 seconds.
Most of the time, actually.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
But yeah, I don't think this all the MG. His opponent was stationary, but it's still always comical when you hit all the MG like that. I totally blew my thoughts out of my brain. Oh yeah, I don't think this bodes any particular way for Master in the series. We'll see what his pick is, and I think he'll just be fine on another map. But it definitely does bode well for Frosty. But we already knew Frosty was playing very well today. He's been hitting absolutely everything. His timing and whatnot is on point. I do think Frosty might win this tourney.
Frosty actually practicing for a tournament that he shows up for is also unheard of in recent time. So
Yeah. Even though
That's
he
good to
said
see.
that he's probably just going to peace after this tournament. But we've all been there.
that's fine, yeah. It's just, I feel like the last 3 tournaments he just showed up like a day before or on the day, and then it's just like, oh well, couldn't win.
He does do that sometimes. He's definitely an advocate of just show up and play and don't care too much about whether you win or lose. Not that he's not a
Unfortunately,
tryhard.
unfortunately, he's not a starch and just wins it.
Well, that's a little harsh. Anyway,
I'm
I mean,
I'm just referencing the tournament that he just showed up and won.
yeah, it
Oh,
is.
it's
It
in
is
10
kind of big dick
seconds.
energy though. If Frosty takes this, which is a long way from happening, definitely a statement win if he can get this win, because he hasn't competed in an FFA tournament for years and years. Master is the new young blood. SWAT hasn't showed up to allow him to prove anything. Like he needs to. You would need to see him beat SWAT Llama to really ultimately prove himself as much as he can, but you got to play who's in front of you, and beating Master would still be a pretty big win in 2022. So we'll see whether Frosty can complete this. He's got a long way to go. Tox has not been played yet, as far as I know. SWAT.
Nope.
I know both these players have a good Tox, so we'll see if either of them wants to play it.
Master did win against him in practice on Toxicity.
Right, I remember it being a really close game.
Alright, they got conflict. And this time they don't spawn on each other.
Nah, but they basically did.
Yeah. And Frosty takes a beating for it.
Let's go on to Master here. Nice rocket, but he will lose. But that's
Bad
fine.
rifle.
He's crippled Frosty. That's all that matters. He should be able to just take up a strong position on yellow and get it for free, which he does. Great catch from Frosty there. Master did not see that coming. Neither did I, for that matter. I'm still very bad at this map.
Yeah, I'm having trouble seeing where stuff is on this.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Just because I've never played it.
Played it a few times, but I'm having a. I'm learning it very
Seconds.
slowly. I've got to have played it like 5 or 6 times at this point, maybe even more. But for some reason, I'm just having a hard time getting the download on like where all the weapons are and stuff, and how to get from point to point. Anyway, Frosty has managed to get quad, but not with any kind of stack to speak of. And I think Master should be able to secure this kill. Yeah, there it is. And Master actually even keeps a fair bit of health there. Frosty, though, is going to sneak behind him and get onto yellow. Master blew that. He might be able to get the kill and save it from being the worst thing in the world, but... Oh my god, this shotgun chase right now. Frosty with the double back, but no, but Master took the health. Frosty should have heard that.
Steel chair.
Frosty should have heard that and not jumped down to the health there, but anyway. Still, Frosty has position, and he's got enough CG to defend this yellow.
Health boost.
Master will trade. That's not the worst trade. If he can get his overstack up, he'll have a good fight for quad. Assuming
Quad
they
damage
don't
in 10 seconds.
meet before then. But he goes for the green. He really needed the health more. Now he's got the health, but he's forced to do this disadvantageous position. Frankly, that was abysmal from Master. That was absolutely disgustingly bad the way he played that. But maybe Frosty's self-made is going to make it okay. It does. That was dumb.
Also, Frosty's rifle as he jumped up there just completely stopped Master.
Well, yes, but you have to assume that will happen.
Yeah, it's just a really bad position to be in.
The order of his operations was wrong. He needed to take health, then take green if there was time, and then you're up by quad. But instead he went green, then health, and he was out of position for quad. Of course, everything turned out fine because Frosty naded himself in the face. Because Sauerbraten, but still.
And a little wall milch there.
Yeah, a little wall milch keeps the quad from working. I don't know. So Master's got everything now. And Frosty will have rockets. So Frosty is a lit bomb if Master gets too close to him. But Master's going to zone him out of green. Frosty does not look before he leaps. Well, he does, but he doesn't see. Master, though, again out of position on this quad. Except that he's not. That's just me not knowing the map very well and not thinking where that teleport was going to go. So actually well played from Master there. One of the reasons that even if I wanted to play this tourney, I would probably get bodied because I'm pretty sure Conflict is free versus me right now. So yeah, I'd be starting 0-1 in basically every series. Master with a nice little lead here. Say
If
what?
that is ever. I would love to see you play another one again, but I feel like the chances are very low.
The chances are extremely low. Master, 22 for yellow, and he's got overstack and yellow. Takes some damage here, but he should still be fine. I don't mind that rocket jump. It was aggressive, but it worked.
I'll just call you about the NMP map tournament.
The NMP8, this map pool was really good, honestly. NMP8 would not have made a difference to me playing this tournament or not.
Damage in 10 seconds.
So, kind of unfortunate that Master... Oh my god, the rifle was so clutch and so sick.
I can drive by.
But yeah, kind of unfortunate that Master lost control there. I kind of feel like he shouldn't have, but he somehow did. Frosty lived on 5 health, took the yellow, and he's managed to make that, not back into control, but into... with taking that health boost... It's looking good for Frosty, so which he needs it to because he's down 5 frags. Tries to find Master, does sort of, and whoo, just about gets onto that yellow. Smells out Master, but he is on no weapons. He'll take the MG. Master knows he'll take the MG, but is not able to get the nade to hit. Great MG there from Frosty. The RNG kind of goes his way there. Oh, why has no one ever called it the split horror? How has no one ever called it the RMG?
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Okay, I thought that was brilliant, but no laugh from Elisa. I guess it's just not that funny. Frosty a little frustrated.
I'm just thinking a lot of people... I don't know, I feel like that should have happened before.
I feel like it's the perfect thing to call it. Anyway, Frosty... I don't know why he's so frustrated, honestly. If anything,
I don't-
I think Master's the one who's been missing opportunities. Maybe that's exactly why Frosty's frustrated, because he feels like Master's been throwing the game and he hasn't been able to capitalize. But he's still playing patient. Other than the weapon switches, like, he still waited there and didn't rush in. So I think he's still got every chance to win this game. He's not mentally beat himself. And he's got enough... Oh, but that was kind of poor. He should have let Master run in on him or just not done anything. But instead, he does try to push the situation, and it's a mistake. So now he's got no play other than to take green. And Master's going to have far too much stack. I think the only play that Frosty can do is to try to do a lot of damage on Master taking quad. Because... Or let Master run into him, but Master lives that fight with a lot. But that's okay. Frosty has to throw away some frags here to get back into it. That rocket, though, was crippling. Nice rifle. It knocks him down. Nice. Can he get to yellow? Yeah, maybe.
Ooh. He's so dead.
He's so low. Nice.
Oh, he hit.
Lag.
Oh,
There was
Not for
some
me.
lag for me, I guess, then. Yo, Frosty played that really well, by the way. But now can he do the rest of it? Master, let him run up into you. No, he's not. He's going to use the other route, and that's okay. Frosty figures it out. Master's on no stack. Yellow. Aggressive down to the MG. It's fine. 44. Master might not know either. Needs these rockets. No, he needs the rockets! That was such a risky rush.
I didn't even know that he didn't have rockets until he just
Boost in 10 seconds.
insisted on the MG there.
This is early. This is bad.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
He can wait for yellow. He can and he should wait for yellow. But Master's going to be tanked on this
Just
quad.
wait.
No, he didn't wait for yellow. He didn't wait for yellow.
Now he gets nothing of it.
Okay, he can kill with pistol here, though. It can still be okay.
So he missed the health boost and the quad and died.
One rifle. No. What? What? The teleport.
Sorry.
That was sick. Oh my god. Okay, still 6 frags. Master might not have the yellow timing. In fact, Master shouldn't have the yellow timing. But he's smartly... Yeah, he's going to get this yellow. Yeah, okay. That should be GG. Yeah, GG. Frosty had his chances there. He should not have gone for that quad. He panicked on his yellow armor
Boost in
timing
10 seconds.
and tried to go for the quad, but he should have just waited it out and taken the yellow. Because then he could have had a chance to fight Master with quad. He might have even had time to take the yellow and still do damage on quad. And he didn't. So that
And now
ended his
we
comeback.
are vetoing, right?
Huh?
Now we're vetoing.
Yes. Yeah, that SVN tourney was scuffed, SWAT.
It's like, you know how people fuck up putting the tourney command in their game? I'm just wondering how long it took to get the players to download the SVN.
You know, it was better than you'd think.
Huh.
I made a whole step-by-step tutorial on Sour World, and
Nice.
Yeah,
That makes me hopeful for future map pack tournaments.
oh yeah, well before people already were running map pack tournaments in SSL, and those went fine, really. The only problem
Yeah.
with map pack tournaments was that people started feeling like it was bad for spectators, but they're fine. There's nothing wrong with
We've
map pack
got you
tournaments.
to stream it.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
Oh god, I'm just a fucking stream monkey for y'all, huh? I see
You're
how
just
it
the
is.
pillar of the community, man.
Uh-huh. Right. Okay, Tox and Headroom are vetoed. I'm not surprised Frosty vetoed Tox. He's got a good Tox, but I absolutely destroyed him when we played it the other day, which happens. You go back and forth, but point is, he's lost it to Master, he lost it to me. He's probably just not feeling good about his Tox right now.
I could see Master winning here on Arrow Walk.
Yeah, I think that Frosty should veto Arrowwalk next. In fact, there's no question about it. He should veto Arrowwalk.
Unless he's too proud and wants to give it another go.
I don't
guess.
understand. Yeah, I don't
Quad
understand.
damage in 10 seconds.
No, don't veto your own map. Come on.
Yeah, I think Master should play Arrow.
Boy.
No. Maybe Frosty knew something I didn't know. Alright, I think this is going to be a sick game.
Master doesn't have the inside scoop of this stream.
Yeah. Yeah, read on. That's too funny. It is. Yeah. And you won, I think. Yeah, you definitely won. That first FFA tournament you ever played in, or one of the first, was an absolute bloodbath between us. It came down to me getting like some good luck on Metal 3 to win.
Metal 3 based. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, Master should have. Yeah, exactly. SWAT. Yeah. However, Frosty's gonna have the yellow position, and he's got 20 MG to defend it with. Should be enough. Master falls anyway. So Master, green greed gets everyone. And now Frosty will take the rifles. Needs to collect some weapons, though, in advance of the next... Well, perfect from Frosty there. So good. So good.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
So good, dude. And even, he's got a... Master gets the best spawn, and Frosty's still going to totally maintain control because of how well he's been playing this. He's even got time to take the slow route to quad. I'm fine with this. Good, not hesitating. Master didn't have rockets. And now Master will hide. Or maybe he won't. He should hide. Instead, oh my god, too funny. If Frosty can't kill Master here... Okay, actually really well played from Master. Really well played from Master. Great rifle from Frosty! Holy crap, this exchange. Holy crap! I'm never winning FFA again. If that's how you have to do these days. Those rifle exchanges were nutty.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
What did I miss?
Some pretty nutty rifle exchanges.
Health boost.
Frosty just gets out of there in time, and now he's going to be in a great position. Great position. 22. And he's got overstack and yellow armor and quads coming up. Now, this is the most brutal... Okay, Master... Actually, no, Master... Yeah, well... But not enough. But that was great movement from Master. I was worried for Frosty for a second there. And he's able to do a bunch of damage off of it. But it's not going to... 11 seconds. I think Frosty should just secure... No!
Oh!
Exactly what I was trying to say he shouldn't do. And the great trolls
Now he
him.
uses the-
Yeah, he should have just... 11 seconds till yellow. I would have just secured yellow there. He wanted quad kills. I don't think it was worth it. Yeah.
Ah, he was too slow.
Health
What
boost
happened?
in 10 seconds.
He's not gonna fall for it. Oh, he did, but he...
No, that's fine. He can fall back onto... Oh no, Master's movement. Too good.
Health boost.
Okay, Master
Yo.
has plenty of time to get to yellow. 20.
He's still up there. Ooh.
Yeah, nice.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's shaping up to be a sick game.
This is shaping
I
up to
say
be
it's
Master's
almost
squad.
halfway over.
I don't know why Frosty rushed there. I have no idea. I don't know what Frosty's thinking right now. This is Lokio all over again. What is he doing?
Not again, man.
Why did he just throw away 6 frags there? Or like 4
Health
frags?
boost in 10 seconds.
Yellow is not up yet. It's not even that close. Okay, what the fuck, Master? Why did you lose that fight? What is going on?
Didn't he still have quad?
Yeah! What the fuck? Yeah, Inko, you messaged me something about Moments of Glory. I only saw it this morning. I assume you should talk to someone else about that, probably. Master still gets back basically the same control he had before.
What the fuck, Richard?
Yeah, right. That's a good term for it, for sure, SWAT Llama. But he's fine. Everything's fine. Yo, I do kind of feel like Frosty is through this, though. Frosty is so... Why is he so dumb out of control on corruption and tourney? Okay, what that rifle, though? Maybe because he just thinks he's going to hit that rifle all the time. But this is a bad situation. I mean, it's a fine situation, but it's a really tough one. He's missing these clutch rifles now, and he's in fact out of rifle. But that's fine because Master jumps in front of him and gives him a free shotgun. This game is hilarious, dude. Master's gotten out in front with MG. Does Frosty know how dangerous he is right now? Frosty just needs to get to YA position and hold it. Yes, he does, but he takes a lot of MG because Master's able to get there. And, okay, they're both going to die.
God.
Good spawn. Oh, but a lot of pistol. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Frosty doesn't die here miraculously.
Why did he drop? He probably didn't mean to drop there. Tough position for Frosty. Cannot hold this position with rifle unless Master lets him. Which Master might let him. Oh my god. Shotgun, 100. Hits the wall.
On. Oh, it's so tense.
It's fine. Go back to yellow and hit the rifle. I think Frosty had the right idea there. He just needed to hit the shot.
He doesn't plan for missing the shot, but then he does miss it.
This is so crucial right now.
Oh.
150. He won't die to a rifle. What the fuck?
Wait, what?
What was
That
Frost?
almost worked.
No, it didn't. He's inky, dude. Well, maybe Master's playing with Ogre or something. I don't know.
I mean, I still saw him as Master as a snout.
Yeah.
Iron snout, but I just, even if he camped
3 health, bro.
armor,
Frosty, kill him. No. What is he doing? Oh, he's camping. He's just going to go for the shotgun until he play. Either commit or don't, though. Okay. He's fucked.
yeah, I think that's it.
Well, I feel like he's fucked. The scoreline is not fucked. But the situation and his mental game seem fucked. Wow. I mean, I was gonna say... Oh my god, they're both down here. Master, the better movement. Frosty. They both die. Holy shit, this game. Great spawn.
If he hit any of those.
Yeah, I was gonna say before, Master was out of position, but I kind of thought that he would just Master movement his way to being back in position. Why is Frosty so tilted? Why is he so tilted in this game? He could have won this game, like... I don't get it. Frosty's like the least tilting player, but he always tilts in FFA. I mean, later he'll say something like he wasn't tilted somehow, but I don't know. I don't know, man. It's still winnable. But not very. He's got, like, every lucky break versus Master in this whole game. He just runs into things. This is flashbacks to the Lokio game. I get really frustrated when I watch Frosty play FFA tourneys for some reason. So I just think he should win. I just think he's better than he always plays in tourneys.
Health boost.
Yeah, exactly, Swat.
Yo, okay.
He's falling. But that's okay. He's going to get a free kill out of it. He's all out of weapons. He has no weapons. He can't get up there.
Oh, yeah. It's enough health to survive it. He'll
have to fight out of losers.
Should be very possible, though. What is the part that he cannot
Yeah,
do?
I'm actually quite curious to hear his perspective on this. I mean, corruption is a very tilting map. But usually I tilt on corruption because I can't move. So I always fuck up all the important...
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Throwback to you fucking falling off on Ryzen 5 times in a row.
I don't even know if that's supposed to be a specific thing, but that definitely does sound like me. Yeah, the last minute was a lot of bullshit, but the game was... The throws were before that. That's like that's why I don't get it.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
I just remember us losing a clan war game or intern game where you just failed the flag run like 4 times.
Shh. Nowhere is safe.
But that's also something that I would do. That's also something that Rexus does. No fun. But he does have that role on Discord. Alright, what does the bracket actually look like?
Yeah, so what the hell? So now Frost Season loser bracket, Masters waiting and winners, I believe is what that means.
Yeah, and I think he's playing against Furry again.
Did Furry already beat Tenchi?
Furry
Call
Tenchi,
boost
wait,
in 10
are we
seconds.
there? The bracket's just not updated, unfortunately. So I don't know what's the what.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Furry's on the server. Does that mean it's already Furry versus Frosty or something? Because it could be.
Good question. The bracket says you should play against Cordis, and
Yeah, but I'm guessing
Tenchi
that
Volmilch is not a thing that is going on.
I'm guessing those already happened. If they were playing loser bracket best of 1.
What's your thoughts on the latest sour happenings?
I don't even know what the latest sour happenings are. What does that mean?
I don't know. But like
Wait, things are happening in sour? That's news to me.
The only thing I can think of is that Toronto Tokyo is applying for a DK. That's all.
I don't know who that person is.
Yeah, you're right there with everyone else.
Furry beat Chords already, but so I don't think Furry and Tenchi have played.
No idea.
Wait, but if Tenchi and Woolmilch played? No, I don't think Tenchi and Woolmilch played either. By the way, shoutouts to Woolmilch who beat Manu. That's a pretty big win.
Hell yeah. I wonder how that went.
Well, I'll tell you how it went. It went 26-21 on Sour Walk.
Huh.
Yeah, sounds like it was a good game.
Not something I expected, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, kind of same. Okay, well, everyone's just dead. Presumably something will happen eventually. I can see now why you asked me about the latest sour happenings, because they don't appear to be any of them right now. But there aren't any in general either, so I don't know what to talk about. Shoutouts to no.
Well, I did start making a map because I'm still somewhat on the quest of making epic maps because this new release gave us 2.
Yeah, Wool's right here.
Where is Tenchi? I'm confused about the bracket. It's not being very.
Yeah, I think
up to
Tenchi
date.
and Wool should have played by now, and I don't know why they haven't. Possibly just a lack of initiative because the tourney admin was playing his game and no one told them what to do, so they did nothing. But Wool and Furry are both
Wait.
here, so if you forfeited Tenchi, here, let me say my opinions.
Where Tenchi? I don't know if I can.
I guess I'll go find Tenchi. Someone needs to.
Wait, I found him on the Whoop server.
Well, tell him to play his game with Woolmilch. Manu won the best of one, and he will play
Tenchi
with
won the
Tenchi.
loser bracket game 73-6.
Wait, what do you mean Manu won the best of one?
Huh? No, Tenchi against Vol. Wait, what happened here? Wait,
Oh,
what?
what? Okay. I think the... Okay, yeah. It seems like the Woolmilch beating Manu result I saw was from a game that just doesn't count.
Yeah, so Tenchi beat Manu 73-6 on Conflict. So
Holy
Tenchi
fuck.
against Furry.
Holy shit, that's a scoreline. What is it with Tenchi and doing 70 to single digits in FFA? It's like his thing. I mean, all FFA players can do that, but somehow it seems to happen with Tenchi in tournament a lot.
Huh. I feel like that requires a map like, I don't know, Tartek for it to happen.
Yeah, well, it's Hartek's the famous one. The never forget the screenshot with Hanzik.
But how does that happen on Conflict?
Yeah, I don't know. I really actually don't know.
So now we are on the Whoop server playing Tenchi against Furry in the losers bracket.
Furry Chords was 13 to 12. Yeah, SWAT. If I'm ever,
Wow.
haven't been around lately at all, but if you and I were ever around at the same time, I would do a recast of Furry Chords. That sounds like it was pretty epic.
Oh yeah.
You did it on
Very
Phosgene? That's
cool.
another map that your opponent would have had to just run into you. But yeah, Metal 3 is the obvious candidate. Back in the day, Tartek and stuff were obvious candidates. But Conflict is impressive. I don't know how the hell Manu gave him that many frags.
Yeah, I think that's what that was. Manu gave him the frags. I feel like there's no other way. So, is there anything else going on? I don't think so. No, it's Tenchi against Furry on Whoop.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah. As you were saying, are there games happening? No.
Whoop.
Whoop. Oh right, that makes no sense, but sure.
Yeah, we just found Tenchi here and cleared up the bracket. What's the pool again?
Oh,
Well, they
shoutouts.
vetoed
I don't even know what that alert means.
what alert? Oh, I wouldn't have gotten that. Oh, that's a host.
Who would be
I guess.
hosting me? Oh, probably Manu.
Manu.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for the host,
You
Manu.
see it on your screen on the stream if you have the preview enabled on your dashboard.
Yeah, but it's really tiny and I wasn't looking at it. I had something else over it.
Hey Manu, big fan. Can join the cast again.
I think we've already got enough chaos in here.
I say that now, and I'm not really the person to decide that. Wait. What do you mean?
I don't know. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, because Tenchi is higher seed, so...
Oh, yeah, so the last choice should have been
Yeah.
his.
Didn't Furry beat beat Frosty on Sorrow? Isn't that what happened?
I don't know, man.
It's one of the few games you watched.
What are we asking? What did who do what on when?
That's whatever. Game.
Oh, this will be a good game, yo. This is a good game.
It's just that Furry said so I can drop out in peace. They're playing this now.
I think this is gonna be a great game.
What I'm saying is he beat Frosty on it, so it can't be that bad.
Right, yeah, exactly. But Tenchi is very good at this map too. I think this is gonna be really interesting. And
Oh yeah.
Furry's fight wins him the day, even though Tenchi was heading towards the correct positioning. But yeah, I gotta get my head back in the game here. There was such a long break that I kind of have them play Lost World. Yeah, shoutouts. Shoutouts to Brownie, by the way, although you never know. It's just Raphael in disguise. Any whoop tag that isn't Tenchi could just be Raphael in disguise at any given time.
Health boost in
But,
10 seconds.
Not again, dude.
The score of 3-0 is a nice start for Furry, and he's got everything. He's going to have to split on health boost, but he should be able to do exactly what he's doing. He misses the shot, but that's fine. He's going to get that shot. Everything is coming up Furry.
Tenchi finally hits a rifle. But yeah, he was way too out in the open to get that.
Furry is locking Tenchi down right now.
Health boost in 10 seconds. Health boost.
Oh, you finally shut him down.
Yeah, I turned back just in time to see that Tenchi has finally gotten onto a yellow, and he immediately loses the key thing that he needed to get to start controlling Furry, and he has nothing, and Furry should win this back without too much difficulty. Who taught Furry to play Arrow, man? He's good at it.
Boost in 10 seconds.
I'm not sure if anyone taught him.
Well,
But I know
don't
he
know.
watches a fair amount of Quake
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, because he looks like he knows how to play the map properly. He went weirdly passive on the YA position there. I thought he could have sour lucked it, but he might have just thrown frags. He's got this nice lead. I'm fine with the way he played it. So I'm on Tenchi now, and Tenchi has all the weapons, not really as many rifles as you'd like, and he's taking rifles from Furry that are really costing him the ability to exert any kind of control. In fact, he's also going to give up yellow armor position, and watching Tenchi, not rewarding there. I kind of would have already expected this was going to be a wash for Furry, and it's looking like it might be. Pretty good damage from Tenchi there. You should be able to get a rifle here under yellow. Actually, I like what Furry did there. Furry played that really well in terms of getting in Tenchi's face a bit and then doing some extra damage. Furry's going to play for health boost and green. Instead, he's going to just get green, but he kills Tenchi on health boost, and he'll get back over to yellow. Tenchi, I think, should have stayed for yellow there and not challenged health boost, but I don't know. He was kind of screwed either way. Actually, I think there's a good case for challenging health boost because Furry is already on overstack, and Tenchi does not want it to get out of control.
Wow, he just hits everything.
Manu, I don't know. He's obviously way... Okay, shotguns. This game is not over, by the way. Even though Quartz has got such a clean start. But Manu, yeah, he seems way better on Arrow Walk. I don't know. I really don't, actually. You ask a good question. Alright, Tenchi's got everything but weapons. He's gonna take... Okay, that was awesome. Yeah, just fall back, get weapons. Furry's crippled right now. There's no need to kill him. I don't like that he killed him there. I hate that he killed him there. Exactly what I was afraid of. In fact, even worse than what I was afraid of. That makes me not even want to watch this game because that was so badly played from Tenchi. I thought that what was going to happen was that Cords was going to get the MG and do a bunch of damage. And then even worse, he got the MG and stole the YA and killed Tenchi. So that was terrible, despicable, really bad, no good play from Tenchi there to kill him in that situation. Makes me think that Tenchi is not even trying. And this game is a waste of my time.
I've never actually heard anyone consider leaving someone alive except for you talked about it.
Well, talk to any of the good FFA players and they'll tell you to do that. Including
Probably.
Tenchi, probably, but he doesn't doing there.
It's just a thing that doesn't really happen a lot, you know?
It happens a lot, as long as you're playing FFA with people who know what they're doing.
I guess
But I mean, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. Obviously, like you're not an FFA player, so it's an interesting thing to hear someone say for the first time.
Yeah, and I feel like this has been some of the highest quality FFA I've seen so far today
It's a good
in
tournament.
some
Yeah.
of these games.
No, for sure. Just needs SWAT.
Just needs Brodos.
Yeah, but it needs SWAT more.
I put some respect on yourself.
I've got plenty of respect for myself, dude. I'm fucking a legend in this game, but this tournament needs SWAT Llama more than it needs me. That's all I'm saying.
But why is that?
Because SWAT Llama has gotten really fucking good at FFA, and he's in shape, compared to me, and he's practiced on these new maps, and he's probably also just better than me in general, because he's put all that time in a Diabolical Duel, he put all that time in the Sour Duel, while I've just been sitting on my ass. Like, he's reached, I think, what is a new peak for Sour FFA, and tournaments without Swalama in them are hard to enjoy as much as tournaments with Swalama in them. I don't think he's unbeatable. Now, like, as I'm dick sucking here, don't get the wrong idea. Like, I think a lot of players can beat him, including a hypothetical where I train more or whatever, but I do think he's clearly the best player right now, and it's a treat to watch him play and see whether people can push him.
But can he stand up to your Yoshi?
No, he can't stand up to my Yoshi.
See that? So, who's the real winner?
Yoshi. By the way,
Yes.
Tenshi made a huge comeback. we just
Yeah,
weren't
we kinda
giving him
just
any
wrote this off
respect.
as being like, okay, whatever, but now it's actually not.
Oh, dies
that
on health
one-sided
boost.
anymore. We're almost at the stage where Furry can just start running away.
Alright, Tenshi played that correctly, just missed the rifle, and he's managed to fall back perfectly here, so he'll get some damage. Doing great.
Ooh,
Tenshi's
that's
like
a
playing
weapon.
like he cares now. What the hell? Alright, so now it's going to be a scrap. Who can set up better for yellow? Perfect. Love this. He's got to get back now. He should be able to do good damage. I don't know if he had time for that health. No, he catches Furry out over here for some reason, but now he takes a big rocket, so it actually is totally terrible.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
That's unfortunate. That was just bad fighting.